What is going on, everyone, and welcome to a full day of eating with me. I'm happy it's a Friday. I'm not in work. I'm only working 4 days a week now, so get in there. That's today's video anyway. So, first meal of the day, as you can probably tell, I've got a bit of bags under my eyes. When I wake up in the morning, I have a bit of sniffles. And you don't want sniffles when you're going out on a run, mate, because you can't breathe. Sounds like I suppose it sounds a bit like you're standing there walking down the canal, right, got your earphones in, minding your own business, having a little look around, being present. And then all of a sudden you can hear there's a gigantic pug chasing you down. You don't want that. So, can you guess what it is yet? You guessed it. Hay fever, one a day allergy relief. They actually do help a great deal, in all honesty. This time of year I get really bad hay fever in England in the summer, so put one of these bleeders in my morning water, and that's meal number one. Not really a meal, but cheers. So I like to have a little bit of a fast in the morning. I'm going to do some yoga with Adrian. If you don't know, now you know, and if you do know, if you know, you know. So after the hay fever capsule, don't know why I'm holding that, that's not a hay fever capsule, is it really? It's a protein shaker filled up with filtered water. So yeah, as I was saying, after I have my hay fever tablet, I'm going to do a bit of stretching, a bit of yoga. I actually generally really like to do yoga first thing in the morning. I know most runners would go out on a run first thing, but I don't know why, it just suits me. So I like to have a stretch first thing in the morning. I don't look at my phone until I've done this and done my run, so I'll put it in flight mode. I've tried to not look at it for the first hour. Yoga's the first thing on the agenda, so let's get into it. Come on!
Alright, my friends, welcome. Let's begin today's practice with your seat. Now with the eyes closed, settle it up. And then exhale, bring it all the way down. Fingertips reach all the way towards the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way down. As you breathe in, and then think of the breath coming up and out. We're going to put it to the test by curling the toes under, inhaling in and exhaling, lifting the knees, letting them cover. You'll start to feel your low belly turn on. The forearms. Try to stay nice and awake, brighten your toes.
So, welcome to meal number one. I wasn't going to show you how to make a bagel with peanut butter and banana on it, so here we are. I've got just a normal bagel, a banana, some manuka honey, pomegranate seeds on some peanut butter, and a little bit of cinnamon, because you'll probably see throughout this day I am a little bit of a cinnamon fiend. A black coffee, and here are the supplements to take. So I've got one multivitamin here. I'll take one of those. I'll take 2 of these omega-3 fish oils. I'll take 2 calcium and vitamin D capsules and 1 gut bacteria capsules, or pearls as they call it. So that's meal number one. Oh yeah, and I've got this is the smoothie that I made yesterday, a vegetable smoothie. I will tell you the ingredients later on because that's my post-run meal, but I had a little bit left over, so let's tuck in. That's meal number 1.
She a city caller, want a big baller. Got no Fendi or no Prada, sayonara to them broke boys. She was only after money makers, not no hoe boys. I'm a scrub in the club, tryna grab a piece of her pie. No lie, I've been tryna holler all night, all night.
Choose your weapon. About to go out on my run, and I've just started taking these isotonic energy gels, as well as like having quick releasing energy in terms of sugar. They basically like have a high amount of sodium in them, so I'm not going to be cramping when I go on these long runs. And it's so important when you're doing like endurance events to get these in, because they hydrate you as well. And I'm going to have one of these now, and I'm going to have one mid-run as well.
She a city caller, want a big baller. Got no Fendi or no Prada, sayonara to them broke boys. She was only after money makers, not no hoe boys. I'm a scrub in the club, tryna grab a piece of her pie. No lie, I've been tryna holler all night, all night. This honey ain't interested. Kinda funny cause my money's been invested. Not no gums, ain't no charms, I can grab his check. I told my homie they don't know me, but we just damaged this.
I'm about an hour in. I'm gonna have another isolate gel. Not feeling good today. Legs feel heavy. It's got to be done, so we're getting after it. Let's get it.
Watching them is what we never do. She a city caller, want a big baller. Got no Fendi or no Prada, sayonara to them broke boys. She was only after money makers, not no hoe boys. I'm a scrub.
Yes. Just got finished. That was a tough one. Have a look at my shirt. Look at all that salt and sweat. Yeah, that was a tricky one today. Because I ran last week for absolutely fine. That's on my last long run. But I just felt heavy today. My legs felt so heavy, honestly. Like pretty much from the get-go. But I ran 14 kilometers last night. And then that was like 21.2. So that's kind of like, what's that? Just over 35 kilometers in like about 12 hours. So I ran like really late last night. That was a tricky one. But anyway, meal number, I've lost count. Then 3, it's 2. What am I on about? Meal number 2, mate. Let's go. So it's vegetable smoothie time. In the smoothie today, I'm going to be, there we have some, got some kale, curly kale, to be precise. Got some baby spinach. I'm going to have about 80 grams of this, 80 grams of kale. These have been in the freezer just because I like it when I don't like have an ice machine or anything here. I've only got a small freezer as well, so I can't have bags of ice. So I freeze these 2, just makes the smoothie nice and cold. I'm going to have about 50 grams of blueberries to get some quick release sugar back in, just to replace all the glycogen that I've just lost from the run. So I'm going to have an apple as well for the same reason. Ginger, some organic ginger, carrots, celery, cucumber, salad tomato, organic beetroot. This is really good for endurance. Beetroot is, by the way, a little tip. And the same thing for the sugars, get the glycogen back up. I've got a kiwi. Literally just bought these from my local boss man. Scott as well, you saw from a t-shirt how much salt and sodium release while you're running. Got some pink Himalayan sea salt just to get my sodium levels back up. Raw organic apple cider vinegar. milled flax seeds as well. These are just good to get some omega-3 and some fats as well back in. So obviously when you do those long runs like that, the type of energy that you're burning, you'll go through burning glycogen and fat. Glycogen's carbohydrates basically. So I feel quite depleted now. I'm starving, to be honest with you. So they're good for fats and also an anti-inflammatory. I've got some turmeric. I'm just going to have that with water. So let's get blended. So meal number 3, we have oats, but I don't want to pour them everywhere. We got 50 grams of blueberries, my pomegranate seeds, coconut flakes, and instead of peanut butter, I've got smooth cashew butter. So I'm going to put 30 grams of that on top, as well as special ingredient, cinnamon Danish, my protein, whey protein. Honestly, that is like absolute crack, mate. I put this in here with the oats, and it's honestly it's my favourite meal of the day by far. Proper simple. I'm not going to show you how to prepare it because if you don't know how to make oats, then you should probably not be watching this video. Maybe go and watch one on how to make oats. That's meal number 3. Meal number 4, let's get it. We've got a half side of smoked salmon fillet. I'm not going to have the whole half side, I'm not a complete animal. Sweet potatoes and 10 stem broccoli. All sounds very simple. I'm going to do it with a little twist so you can see my culinary prowess. Let's have it! Roll yourself out some tin foil so you can wrap the salmon in the foil before you put it in the oven. This will help the salmon get a little bit moist. Put some olive oil or avocado oil on the bottom just so it doesn't stick when you're taking it out. Roll out a lime just to unlock all the juices inside the lime. Get those juices flowing. Squeeze that sucker over. Seriously? And the zest too, we can't leave the zest out. Next up, we bring ginger into the equation. Same thing, grate that over. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Season with black pepper also. Cayenne pepper. This will add a nice little bit of spice to the salmon. I do love a bit of spice, can't go wrong with that. And to add a little bit more spice, some smoky spice, we've gone for those chipotle little bad boys. Jeez. Garlic. Brush your teeth after this one. Some dill also goes well with salmon. A lot of these would be better. Oh, massage that in. Yeah, as I was saying, a lot of these would be better if they were fresh herbs, but what can you do? Just put a lime on as well, just so you get more juices. The other half of the lime that you would use. And this tin foil is a little short, so I just put another layer on top. And there you have it, one little parcel. Next up, weigh out your sweet potatoes if you want to weigh them out. If you don't want to weigh them out and be an absolute maniac, go for that as well. Chop them up. I'm not going to make you sit through all of my chopping, even though it would be very pleasant for you. Ooh, chop. Boil those, pot boil them first, just for 6 minutes, depending on how thick you've cut the potatoes. But as you can see, mine are a reasonable size, and I'm just going to cube these up now before I put them on my baking tray. Put a bit of olive oil into the mix. I do normally cook with avocado oil, especially when I'm frying, because it does have a higher smoking point. But I use olive oil for taste in this one. Add a bit of flour as well, just to get a little bit of crunch. Season with salt and pepper. You know the drill. Garlic. Again, fresh cloves of garlic would be better. And then get that fresh parsley all over it. That's what I'm talking about. And I did forget a bit of paprika. Can't go wrong with a bit of paprika. Almost burnt my hand there, but we'll slide past that one. Again, olive oil in a pan as that's in the oven. And now it's broccoli time. Put the oil around the pan evenly. And then just make sure each tender stem of the broccoli is in contact with the pan, because the reason I'm frying it is just to get a nice bit of colour and crust around the broccoli. I'm going to leave them a little bit crunchy, but just to get a little bit of colour and char around the outside to add a bit of flavour. And again, garlic, salt, pepper, season. Come on, have a look at that. Get a load of it. Come on, talk to me on this. Right, I've just put some fresh parsley on here that I've literally just chopped up, and I do love a green onion, so on there you go as well. The salmon is sitting on, I don't know if you've noticed, a nice little bed of lentils. Let's enjoy. Oh, that salmon. It's absolutely banging. It's so moist from putting it in the foil, cooking all the steam. Let's have a little bit of the broccoli with the potato.
Yes. It's good.
Broccoli is still crunchy. Fucking brilliant. Do you know who my favourite little chef is? You. That was honestly unreal. Right. I'm gonna chill out, let that go down for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'll see you for my second session of the day. Well, it could be third actually if you class yoga, but I don't really class yoga because that's kind of a daily routine, but I'm sure the purists would class it. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. We're at a rugby club, so I'm going to be doing pull-ups on this bar. I might need to, I should be able to get there for jump. It's absolutely empty, so got it all to myself. Let's go.
used to box in the Golden Gloves. I was good in the gym. It was in the ring where I had my trouble.
I'm low on carbs, low on protein. Fats, I've already got my daily amount of fats, even though there is a little bit on here because why not? I've got 1,300 calories to make up to break even, so this will do it perfectly. So let's have a look. I did actually try and order some sushi originally. I had some sushi, some hoisin duck spring rolls, some kimchi as well. I was absolutely gassed for that. And then they said last minute they cancelled my order. Let's get into this anyway. It's a vegan pizza because the reviews were 4.7 out of 5 on Deliveroo. So let's have a look. We've got vegan chicken, vegan sausage, and then we've got jalapenos, olives, and apparently some ketchup, but I'm not a ketchup fan anyway. Especially on pizza. Ketchup with pizza? You're an absolute animal. Who has ketchup with pizza? But there's a lot of you wrong ones that haven't ketchup on pizza. Anyway, that's meal number 5. So let's have a little bit of a taster. That is actually banging, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had better pizzas, but that's banging, that'll do, mate. Instead of just time-lapsing me absolutely devour this pizza, I'm going to end it there, I think. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I wanted to end the video on a bit of a serious note, to be fair, because I didn't mention it in my last video, and the initial reason why I'm doing the Paris Marathon, I only started running in January this year, so I've really got into running since I've obviously been training. The initial date was in April, and the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm doing it for charity. So I'm doing it for Alzheimer's Society. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are affected by Alzheimer's. Me personally, I am. My granddad has been battling with it for the past 3 or 4 years now. And it obviously isn't a pleasant thing, so it's something that's very close to my heart, and I'm sure it's very close to some of yours as well. But I wanted to kind of, I don't like asking for money with any charities or anything like that, and especially in the climate of now, there's a lot of people unemployed. My initial goal was to raise £1,000, which was a minimum to get me into the marathon, and we've absolutely smashed out. Honestly, thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot to me that I am able to do this, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, so I massively appreciate the support. Give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. It really does help with the YouTube algorithms, and let's get as many people seeing this as possible so we can raise as much money as possible, because it really is a great cause, and hopefully it can take us one step closer to finding a cure. If not find a cure, at least make it more comfortable for people who are getting it. I'm sure all of us have been affected by dementia, and it is horrible. Especially when someone, a loved one, doesn't recognise you anymore. It's shit, isn't it? Yeah, anything you could do to help. Share this video, share my Just Giving page. So let's get to that 2,000 mark and make a difference. It really would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure many others as well. And again, a massive thank you for everyone who's donated so far. It really, really does mean a lot. So if you've enjoyed the video as well, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing much more in the coming weeks. So I'm going to be doing one at least every week. So every week there'll be a new episode. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.